So a lot of times people say like, oh my God, all this drinking is making me fat. And it's like, yeah, the wine, beer, and margaritas are making you fat. Alcohol may be playing a smaller role, still plays a role.
So you're looking to lose fat because summer is around the corner and you didn't expect it, like the last year and the previous ones. So in this video, I'll show you how to lose 5 kilograms in 8 weeks. Oh. Stop getting distracted. So you know you want to lose fat, but there are some questions you may ask yourself, like, do I have to lift weights? Do I have to do cardio? Am I going to do a 72-hour fast? Am I going keto? Am I going paleo? Vegan? Well, I think there's a better way. Let me explain. So here's a quick lesson. We got 3 different components. Each one represents something totally different, but they all work for the same purpose. So the first component is the diet. The second one, you might think, it's the physical activity. And the last one is the training, the workout itself. So each one of these components are good enough on their own. They don't need much else. But if you want to take it to the next level, you have to combine this. And you need some little technique. We pour it a little bit. Whoop. I'm not sure how much of this to pour here. I think I've done too much. Because if you don't measure, you don't know. That's why I bring this bad boy here. So this one helps me measure and know exactly how much I add here. Next, physical activity. Let's measure it. Yep, and let's add a little sweetness. So we got the components mixed well. Let's see what we got. So this is good enough, but something is missing. And what's missing is this. And this one represents the work. They all need work. You can pour it like this, but you can also measure it. If you measure it and you know how much work you have to put in, you will be fine. So, cheers. Yeah. Each one of these components can give you pretty good results on their own. But if you want the best results, you have to combine them. And you cannot expect the best results without this, without the work. You have to know how much work you have to put in. If you work too much, you'll get dizzy. But if you know how much work you need to put in every day, you'll be just fine. So you need to combine the diet, the training, and the physical activity. And to make sure you put the right amount, you have to stop guessing. You have to use tools to help you measure. For the physical activity, use the step count. For the diet, use MyFitnessPal or any other calorie tracking app. And don't forget to add the sweetness, the workout, the training. This will give you the shape and the look that you want. So maybe you say, yeah, I got it. I have to combine these 3 and measure everything I do. But you're still confused. How do you do it? How does this work? I was hoping you were gonna ask. And for that, let's go to the whiteboard. We've got the energy intake. All the calories that we consume are coming from food and drinks. So let's explain how fat loss works. And to do that, we're gonna take a look to something called a TDEE graphic, which stands for Total Daily Energy Expenditure. And let's explain one by one. EAT doesn't stand for eating, it stands for exercise activity thermogenesis, usually a 5% from the total daily energy expenditure. The next component is the thermic effect of food. Digestion is a big system. It takes some gas to run this machine. The next component, NEAT, which stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. All the activities that are not planned, like walking, clean the house, play with the dog, play with the kids. And the last component, we've got the BMR, which is the basal metabolic rate. So you see it's usually 60 to 70%. So this is the non-resting energy expenditure, and this is the resting energy expenditure. We don't have much control here, but we do here. And even if the gym-based training doesn't burn that many calories, this is not the purpose. The purpose of the workout is to stimulate muscle growth. Especially when you're on a diet, you have to stimulate muscles to stay, not to lose them. At the end of the fat loss journey, I guess you want to have a good shape. So that's why the gym is important. So we got this one covered, and now this is you. You consume calories from food and drinks. So this would represent your energy intake. So to lose fat, we know you have to create a calorie deficit. And how you do that? Well, you have to consume less calories from food and drinks, and to expend more through the activity. activity. So hopefully it's clear for now. Let's get rid of this. Let's say your calorie maintenance is 2300. You can find out that for yourself. I put a calorie calculator in the description. This is just an example. In 1 kilogram of fat, 1 kg of fat, there's approximately 7,700 calories. So we times that by 5 because we want to lose the 5 kilograms. And this gives us 38,500 calories. So we take this number and we divide it by 8 weeks. In 8 weeks there are 56 days. So we divide that by 56 days. 56, let's divide this. And there's approximately 700 calories per day. To be exactly, it's 687, something like that, 0.5. So this is the exact number. But let's round this up, let's say it's 700. So this will be the deficit calories. From this 2300, you have to minus this 700. Minus 700. This will leave us with 1600 calories. So 1600 calories are the calories that are going to allow you to lose those 5 kilograms in 8 weeks, if you stick to it. So we take this number, 1600, and we times that by 7 days. So this will give us 11,200 calories per week. So this is the number we need to focus on, 11,200 calories. That's our goal calories for the week. There are many ways to get the same result. Let's say 2 plus 8 is 10. 3 plus 7 is 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. So you see, there are many ways to get the same result. You can do the same here. You can go aggressive 5 days in a row in a deficit and relax 2 days, like in the weekend, or you can do 1 day higher, 1 day lower, 1 day higher, 1 day lower, and this is what I would recommend. So let's clean this up and I'll show you how to do the calorie cycling. So now let's go with the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So, Monday, Sunday. We will choose the workout days, the training days that we are going to the gym to be higher calorie days. Let's say here, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, let's say. And the other ones, the ones that we take a rest, we will go on an aggressive deficit. We cut this out. Maybe we can do it on the Sunday as well, but you can go somewhere in the middle. Let's see, we can do it somewhere here. High calorie day, and this is deficit day. And this can be a small deficit. So we go back to the previous number, 11,200, and we spread this across the week. So in the higher calorie days, we can go 2,100 for each day, 2,100, 2,100. In the deficit days, we can go aggressive. We can drop it down to 1,000 calories a day. 1,000 calories. This leaves us with 1,900 in the small deficit day. So we can spread these calories across the week, and we still have the same number. You can also go the same every day. You can go 1,600 every day. 1,600. You can go however you want to, but keep in mind, you need to stick to the same number of the calories. You can also drop 100 for each day, so you can go 1,500, 6 days in a row. For Sunday, you can add those 600 calories. So you can, on top of this 1,600, you can add 600 calories that you got from the previous days. You will have 2,200 for the Sunday. Maybe you want to enjoy to go out or something. You can spread these calories, play around, find whatever method works for you. And this is how you do it. So you may ask, what about the macronutrient split? Well, we need to consider, we need at least 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. For fats, especially for females, we need at least 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. And I would say the remaining calories would have to go here to the carbs. So I think it makes sense to keep the protein the same throughout the week. Keep the fat where they need to be, but this comes to personal preference. If you want to go high carb, low carb, if you match the calories in the protein, doesn't really make a difference for Phalos. But I think it would make sense in the higher calorie days to add the carbs. So you can add the carbs here and go no carbs or less carbs in the deficit days. So there you have it, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you understood everything. And if there's something I miss or you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments.